Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sharing another video on TEPPEN. Now, going to a decision that I'm going to use chill for the rest of the rank season. Not season one, the rank season. So, reason why I did that because there's not many jails out there, right? And jail is pretty much the dumbed down version of Ryu and Raphalos, right? She only has one original skill, which is Genesis, right? I'll tell you the reason why. Right. Now, Explore, right, is a piercing action card that deals 10 damage, right? Now, the downside of that card is you have to waste 3 MP, right? Now, let's say you use a mono red deck, right? Or you use the same old Ryu deck, right? And then you want to use the hero art, you have to waste 3 MP, meaning that that 3 MP could be useful for something else. Right? It could be used for a monster, could be used for a headshot, could be used for that ball thing, whatever it is. Could be used for anything, right? Could be used for Lady, could be used for Raphalos, for you know. And that's the probably the one of the biggest reasons is I would say it's a dumbed down version of Shinku. Also, you can shield from it, right? And you can and the opponent can kill their own monster, which is like, for example, selfish predation, right? To heal themselves and kill their own monster, and then they don't have to take the 10 piercing, right? So those are the counters, right? So that's bad, right? Regardless, that's bad. Now for Ryu, is like there's nothing, there's no negatives, right? It's a win-win, right? It deals 7. It's not many units that have above 7s. There's not. You gotta heal it, gotta do whatever, right? Put a shield on it, cool. Even if you put a shield on it, they could just have their unit to crash on it, and then just Shinku, right? Also, Shinku doesn't hit upon it randomly, right? You can target, which it's target, but it's not really target. If that makes any sense, right? You target the unit you want to hit, right? But it's not actually target. I don't know I don't know what Capcom or GUNGHO was thinking. Like you clearly targeting. You're targeting. It should be saying target, right? Target an enemy and deal 7 damage to the unit. That's what it should say, right? Because you're targeting. And like Explore the rocket launcher that you play and it will randomly choose a unit, right? So that's why I would say Jill ultimate weapon is a dumbed down version of Shinku, right? Now let's go on to the other hero art, antibody activation. This is pretty much a dumbed down version to Raphael's blazing wall, right? It's pretty much a dumbed down version. Plus, blazing wall has less AP than antibody activation, right? It gives 2 HP and a shield. Yes, that's not as good as antibody activation, but you need to realize that well, you need to have a explore, right? So right now, Jill pretty much is kind of obsolete right now, right? Because one, her antibody activation is is on a wall of having to use explore, and that's not good, right? Now, I would have been okay if it was explore 2 or more, right? If it was 2 or more, then that's fine, right? You're not always gonna get the explore cards you need, right? Something could happen. Your monster could die, and before you can use the activate explore, it could die, right? And that happened many times when I was trying to figure out a deck for her. I think I have a deck for her. I just need explore cards, right? But and then what I think a good buff would be is that every time you use an explore, either the attack goes up or the health, right? Because it's saying 3 explore or more, right? It didn't say 3 explore, right? It said, yeah, am I still recording? Okay, I'm still recording. Right? It's saying 3 or more. It ain't saying 3, it's only 3. 3 or more. Right? 3 or more, Yali gets buffed up, Consus get buffed up, And that, I think that'd be great, right? Because the explore is tied down to explore. It ain't free like Blazing Wall, right? And it's 15 AP, right? So I think that would be good. Give it a little buff, or put or take down the explore to 2 instead of 3, right? Because you need explore cards, right? Hopefully, the new pack that comes out in September give us explore cards, especially good ones too. Because I have a feeling that she might is either she's gonna go up to A tier immediately once that pack drops, or she's gonna stay down to D tier with Megaman, right? So that's why I said like this is the dumbed down version of Blazing Wall. Even if it's better, it's still behind the wall of Explore. It ain't free. Like you can have like 30 AP, right? And you have antibody activation, and if you never do an Explore, you're still screwed. You can't use it. Well, for Raphalos, you can have like 30 AP. You can use that like twice, right? You just gotta wait 10 seconds, right? So yeah, I have a deck for it. I have a deck for it. I think it's fun, right? But it's behind that wall of you have to explore, right? So that's why I said this is like a dumbed down version to Raphalos Blazing Wall, and then the ultimate weapon is a dumbed down version to Shinku. Her only original skill is Genesis, and this skill doesn't even make sense because I still don't know what it does, because the explore cards are 1 MP. It's not taking nothing away. Like the opponent could use a card. You get the active response free MP, and you can just use those 2 free MP bars you get, and then you play that, and then you're good, right? So like I don't see the reason behind this at all. 2 random cards from Explore cards during this battle gets -1 MP. It ain't like the Explore cards are like 4 or 3, like the rocket launcher. And hopefully, right? Hopefully the new pack give us the monster that uses Explore, and give us cards that that give us different Explore cards, because we only have 2, right? We have the damage wood and the attack one, right? Hopefully someone gives us the rocket launcher, right? Hopefully, and then I'll be fine with that, right? Then I'll say yes, Genesis is good, but right now it's not. It's terrible. It's honestly terrible. It's 17 AP. It's giving you two random Explore cards to your EX, right? That's okay, cool, right? But that's not doing anything for you, right? Because why would you use this instead of playing Ryu, right? Like think about it. Like why would you use Genesis and not use Ultimate Weapon or Ryu Shinku or Raphalos Raffavikanen, right? Nothing. Because one, you still have to use an Explore, right? There's no Explore decks out yet.
only having like 4 cards for Explorer. Mind you, only 2 cards give us the Explorer cards. Only 2. 3 is the action card, and you have to waste a slot, right? Yeah, and you have to waste space for that card, right? And the other card that give us Explorer, she's a fake MP, and that's already too much already, right? But it's still good. I think I just right now Jill needs something. She needs that pack to come out right now. To be either we will say okay, we can put her in a tier list right now, right? But we can't because right now she's not that good. She's not that good at all. She's not anti-meta, she's not anything. Mega Man would have been anti-meta if Gear Armor worked against Shenku, right? Work against Shenku or um Darkness Illusion, right? But they're not. So you're still screwed. So yeah, it's kind of hard, right? Because like she's like pretty much the dumbed down version to the 2 red heroes we have already. She only has 1 original skill, which is Genesis. Yes, you can say the Explorer is original, but would you use this this over Shinku? I gave you the explanation already, and would you? Because you're wasting MP. You don't waste MP on Shinku. You waste AP, and you still have to waste AP for to use um the rocket launcher, right? So it's already a dumbed down version. Offer it. It's a nice. It's a nice. It was a nice design. Yeah, I feel like the AP should have been lower for Ultimate Weapon because I don't think they realized that using a MP for a hero art, it's a loss. It's not a win. The only win is that you gotta hope and pray. You gotta risk that hopefully the opponent don't have a shield or they will kill their own monster before your rocket launcher hits, right? And that's the big reason why this is not good. It's not that good. Before I said when she came out, I said she was good. This is good. It's good to a point where yes, it appears, but then when you play more and more, and you realize that you lost because you had to use this free MP, and then it's rock paper scissors where this rocket launcher is gonna hit. Who is it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit the lowest health, or is it gonna hit the highest health? Because I went through a couple of games where I had the opponent at 4 health, I was at 1 health, and all I had to do was to use the rocket launcher to win, right? But since it's rock paper scissors, I don't know who's it gonna hit, and guess who it hits? It hits the person with it hits a unit with the highest health, and guess what? I lost. I lost just because of that. That's kind of frustrating because you lost because of rock paper scissors, and because you lost because the person outplayed you. You lost a rock paper scissors RPS, and this your art is a whole bunch of RPS. You can't bank on it if the opponent have a full field and you're screwed, right? Let's say okay, you're not gonna kill the opponent. You have 1 card on the field for you, and the opponent has a full field, right? You use rocket launcher. Guess who the rocket launcher hits? The card that's facing your card. Guess what? You get screwed over because who knows what the opponent would play next? You could play a big monster card and then kills your card, and then you're screwed because you wasted 3 MP on a rocket launcher that killed a card that you didn't want it to kill yet. And that happened. It happened to me today. So it's kind of hard, right? Like if I really wanted to play Ryu, I would definitely play Ryu right now. I said screw this hero right now until she gets more S4 cards. There's no reason to play a Jill over Ryu. Literally, there's literally no reason, none whatsoever, none. There's literally no reason, none. Because Ryu doesn't. It's because Ryu doesn't have a loss. He has a win-win. His Shinku's at 18 AP, which is super low for a damaging thing. Same goes for dart destruction, super low. And darkness illusion, which is super low at 15. Do they realize that the full purple deck, like, it utilizes that very well? Like, you could spend a charter for like a whole 2 minutes and they wouldn't even do anything about it. And then you get the darkness illusion in like in a couple of plays, and then boom, you're good because they're only using big cards. Hisenko, Ibuki, Dante, Morgan, like those are huge cards, and then the small ones will trickle in, right? Like those are huge cards. So like they never need to touch Dark Illusion, Dark Destruction, and Shinku. They definitely need to touch those. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Right? We all thought that the Gigante thing needed a nerf. It did need a nerf, but it didn't need a AP nerf. It needed a a number nerf, right? Because it goes up all the way up to wherever it needs to go. You can sacrifice like 35 health, and it'll be 35 health. It just needed a nerf of you're only limited to this monk of no, health sacrifice, and so they did that, and they increased the AP. They didn't need to increase the AP. They just needed to put a number on it, and they did that, right? But yeah, like this needs a nerf. This needs to be a higher AP, higher at least 20 something, at least 20. Give it that, at least 20. This needs to be in the 20s also. This this definitely needs to be in the 20s, 100%. This 100% needs to be in the 20s, 100%. It's so easy. It's super easy. You realize that people is now using black and purple or blue and purple together. It's technically dark blue, but let's say blue. They're using that, and it's working very well. It's working very well. I feel like if I use a Jill deck that I made, right, and start playing Morgan, I feel like I will get some wins. You know, I feel like I will get some wins because, well, it's doing what I need, and it has a small amount of AP. You know, like you're not gonna go wrong against this. Like this is a very good hero art, very good. It's probably top three. I think Gigante is top 5 now. He was in top 3. He was number 1 actually, but Dark Solution is definitely top 3. Our top 1, if that. Right after that is probably Chong Li. Her yawn is ridiculous, and it's 15 AP also. What? Yo, you realize that green gives a whole bunch of MP. Like, it gives a whole bunch. It has the MP engine, and then you get Yawn. You add on more to that, dog. Like, they're constantly putting out big cards. I faced a Chun Li. They were just putting out big cards after big cards, and it was ridiculous. But I still won though. Free. I still won. Halted. Get halted. And that was the only counter. Get halted. Get halted. Free. 100%. And then we also have double trigger, which definitely needs to be nerfed. Because if you play the same purple deck, you basically have a chance of just waiting 10 seconds. You take no damage, and then boom, you put out a big card. You still have a chance to win, right? Double trigger still needs to be nerfed. It at 13, and it makes you take no damage. That's way too good. Like, double trigger is probably top 5 in my opinion. Probably top 5. It's way too good. No matter how people like look at it, it's still good. It's way too good. It's 13 AP. You take no damage for 13 seconds. Well, 10 seconds. Right? No, you could play like 2 cards and you already have it already. You already have it already. Like, come on. Like, legit, come on. Like, you see how fast like Ryu gets their Shenku immediately after 2 plays. 2 plays and they're like 14 already. Then boom, a couple of headshots and the new card, and you got it already. You got the Shenku already. So, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good hero arts, man. There's a lot of good ones. Like, Jill right now, like, she is obsolete the same way as Megaman. Yes, Charge Shot is good, but right now it ain't. Even if it at 16 AP, it ain't. It ain't. Because if you play a mono green deck with this, you gotta hope and pray the opponent don't kill your cards immediately. That's the only way it will work. The only way. And then you put some heals out, you get your attack boost, and you're good to go. Right? So yeah, let me show you the deck, right? The deck I made. This is the Ryu deck, right? I made a couple of changes to it, it's pretty much similar, right? I just take out the other card and then put in this the a noble death, because you know you might have a card living still that have higher health than taking damage of a 3, right? So that's still good, right? So yeah, that's a call right there. You take it, you run with it. It's fun, right? But you gotta remember that you're using 3 MP to use the rocket launcher, right? Do not forget that. That's your biggest downfall. Using 3 MP to play your hero art, which makes no sense, right? Why would it tie down this hero art to MP? That's a loss. That's a minus. It's not a plus. That's a minus. In card games, you know what's minus and plus. What if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, then you know what's a minus and a plus. That's a plus. That's a minus. That right there is a minus. That's a big minus. That minus is so huge. It's ridiculous. That's why no one's playing her, because it's too bad. It's way too bad, right? And the other deck I made, it was a red and green before, right? But it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out for some reason. For some odd reason, it wasn't working the way how I want it. It was ultimate weapon, red and green deck. It will always get MP back, right? But it wasn't working. Why? Well, because the units wasn't attacking high enough, right? The attack wasn't high enough. So now I've gone red and purple, and it's working, right? I want a couple of matches in rank, but I still think it won't perform the way how I want to perform. If I put this deck onto Morgan, it will perform. 100% it will perform. Because Darkness Illusion will kill. I don't need to wait on a big card to kill the monster. I just play Darkness Illusion. I think I will do that. Because the Grand Pix is here. Right? So this is the deck. This is the deck I made. Red and purple. Pretty much you got a whole bunch of attack, and you got your halts, you got your counters, and you got the card that sends them to the ES bucket, right? If I play Morgan, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take out the S4 cards, so that'll be like 1, 2, 3, like 6 cards getting taken out. I'll probably put in Carlos in there, right? The other combo card, right? Um, and probably put in a few more halts, right? Put in Carlos in there, or I would put in what's the guy name from Devil May Cry? Virgil. I put in Virgil in there too, cause I'm gonna be using a whole bunch of action cards over and over, right? So yeah, so I probably do that. I probably change and put and use Morgan. I want to use Jill, but right now I like technically I got Wesker to champion. Only Wesker. No one else. Green and black. Right? But right now, Wesker, it ain't going the way how I want it for him in champion. Right? Because technically I'm getting matched up with a whole bunch of counters, which ain't good. And my counter is Dark Destruction Wesker. And I'm getting matched up with him way too much for me to be like I'm stressing myself over for the playing champion, and that's why I switched it to Jill. So I'm gonna switch from Jill to Morgan for a little bit, and then when the new pack comes, then I'll go back to Jill, and then we play her for the whole month of the new rank, right? And then I will have a deck for people to play with, and to play their favorite hero or whatever, right? Because I'm trying to make a whole bunch of decks so that it will have so that this game will have a variety of different decks rather than the same deck over and over, right? I faced someone who was I faced someone this morning who was playing my deck, my Green and Black Wesker deck, and he won. He murdered me. He actually got a Chong Li and like decimated me, right? Because I had a deal with Chong Li. He knew the plan. You put on Chun Li, that person got a prioritize Chun Li immediately. Once it's on the board, you gotta take out Chun Li right now. And they couldn't take her out because well he had units onto the board already. He had like 3 units already. He had like 2 units already, and he put on Chun Li. I was pretty much screwed, right? I had the rocket launcher, and guess what? Guess what? It didn't went to Chong Li. It went to the Tyrant, which is a 4/9. So pretty much he's only taking 1 damage. So I got screwed. So yeah. So yeah, guys. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, like, comment if you agree with me that some heroes need to get nerfed, right? If they actually want to balance the game out, they need a nerf, right? If they don't want to balance the game, then they don't need to nerf nothing, right? They don't need to nerf anything, right? Everyone would just play that one hero, or then not that one hero, but a couple of heroes that have a very good hero art, right? And comment below also to what deck are you bringing into Grand Prix? Because I think right now after this I'm gonna try and see if go make a new deck real quick that could challenge the good decks, right? Because I wanna get to the top in the Grand Prix. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up there. You know, I'm trying to be in the final round. I'm trying to be up there. I'm trying to be like, hey, I'm knocking at your door, buddy. I'm in there. I'm in there. White on rice. Right? Because I do not want to get kicked out in the first round. I do not. That's a dub. That's a dub, right? So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Bye.